Mm. All right, greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. Listen here, we got a lot going on out here in the streets. Shout out to the primetime mixer. As you all know, Yusuf is definitely in the news, and so and my Couture Bay and myself, we are actually coming out here to give the people a statement. This is very much so new to all of us. This is very much so tragic. Yusuf arrested. Couture Bay and Queen Tulsa speak out. Is everyone else playing coy? In today's video, we address the shocking news surrounding content creator Yusuf, also known as Ratchet TV Today, who has been arrested on egregious charges. This incident has prompted Couture Bay and Queen Tulsa, emerging figures in new media, to publicly disassociate from Yusuf, emphasizing that they do not support nor condone his actions. The relationship between these creators has officially dissolved, marking a significant moment in media landscape. Join us as we delve into the implications of the situation and what it means for the future of content creation. Stay informed and engaged with the latest developments in the media world. Guys, the reason why we are here is because I saw that Conscious TV was live streaming and he decided to use couture based photo, and I decided to use our primetime mixer thumbnail that we use here when we did the primetime mixer. And pretty much what the primetime mixer was it was black content creators coming together, showing that we could work together, showing that there was, solace, and there was no competition. It was really a coalition. And to be a content creator out here fresh, they both were known and had more subscribers and things like that. And to, for a content creator like myself to come in and them open me up with open arms, and, it was this Black Power movement that really got me interested. Yusuf was really into Black culture and protecting our culture and our rights. And, sometimes we saw Yusuf go a bit overboard, right? Sometimes he would, some people be like, oh my God, I don't really understand, but this dude, he's just wigging out, wilding out. And I, at some point in times, told him, hey, we got to correct the misguided anger to our audience, right? So don't think that we wasn't behind the scenes, um, doing corrective action. Give me one moment, please. The front door is unlocked. Why is our front door unlocked? Yeah, we cannot do that. It's the holidays, honey. All right, back into it. When it comes to Yusuf, Yusuf has a brand. I've supported him. Couture Bay has supported him. There were a lot of people, and shout out to our new members. Shout out to our new members. We have a Rock Van is in the building, and actually, my co-host is here. As you can see, our thumbnail, the primetime mixer, we believed in this man. So it's only fair that I introduce the one, the only Couture Bay. She's here. She
Hello.
recently had a birthday. Happy birthday to Couture Bay. Thank you for joining us, Sissy.
Thank you. Much love, sis. Oh my goodness. Y'all know the internet be interneting here. So if I do fall off, it will still connect, which I'm thankful for, which we're streaming from my platform as well. Thank you, Queen Tulsa. I love everything that you said. It is unfortunate that this incident has transpired. Again, I issued a statement because I feel like as somebody who actively vocalizes protect the children, seeing somebody who we have worked with, we have laughed with, we cried with, we talked about our hopes and dreams, to see these allegations because he has not been tried and convicted, it's just so mind blowing. I'm still in disbelief. And I want to make it very clear, abundantly clear. I do stand with the victims. The only reason we are disassociating from Yusuf is simply because we can't have that. I can't say protect the children and he's possibly a predator himself. You know, I'm very critical of the uh Larry Reeds of the world. I'm very critical of the R. Kellys of the world, very critical of our POTUS, the Jeffrey Epstein. So who would I be to sit up here and be like, oh, he did nothing wrong? I'm not going on a tour to defend Yusuf's innocence. What I did was say, I feel we should lend prayer. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. I haven't seen a receipt, but I know in this creative space, the receipts will be coming. Like, we're not new to this, we're true to this. You muted.
Oh, am I here with you? All right. So what I was going to say is, I totally agree with everything that you're saying because we stand for truth, and it doesn't matter if it's your friend, your cousin, your brother, anybody. When anything comes out like this, you have to stand with your morals, your values, and I think a lot of people in the content creator space, they're influenced to go with whom they like, and this whole loyalty, but is that loyalty justified? No, it's not, because if it happened to any of the content creators, I would be standing up. I would be standing for, if they were victimized. And so we're never going to belittle someone's accusations. There are allegations, accusations, and this has to go through the court of law. But when we talk about individuals, this really got me bothered because Conscious TV had come out here like he was just, oh, this advocate, and he stood in the paint, and he's been, rescuing survivors, when really he, in my opinion, was really coming out and saying, hey, this wasn't done, and you know um shaming the victim that was coming forward with their story, and the person was a male, and we
Well,
know
for victims, Lamondre was
victims.
just a popular one.
Yeah, But when that male had come forward, it really hurt my heart because it's like we hear about females all the time, but it happens to males too. And, I felt that it was very brave of that young man to come out, and whether if it's male or female or anybody in between, we should still show up and support. We're not the judge or the jury. We're not the forensics, and every case has due process. It's unfortunate that we have these big dreams with someone, but we're not going to come out here and um, act like we didn't have a connection, because that's just a part of him or allegations that we didn't see. And I don't think that when it comes to these allegations, it comes with a look, so don't try to put too much accountability on us than we can handle or bear. We didn't know this. We're about community, first and foremost. We're about seeing the best in the underdog. We don't judge people because of their shortcomings. I mental health is very important to me. I go through therapy counseling, and, you know, Couture Bay has never judged me on that. She's never looked down on me on that. If anything, she's encouraged me. And
Yes.
likewise, what are your thoughts?
Um, I'm so happy you said it doesn't have a look, especially in a situation like this. This is, and I said the allegations are very serious. I meant that. I can't call him something and there is no proof. So when I say that, in the situation with Larry Reed, because Conscious TV said he found out that this content creator was in prison, well, in jail because of my video. But if you read the thumbnail, it has his talking points. And so I'm like, I don't like when people lie, and I'm not saying he's a liar per se, because I don't watch conscious TV, but the people sent it to me. And then I was like, what? So if you can see that Yusuf is some type of predator, how come you didn't see anything with Larry Reed? You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't see Larry Reed was out here being fraudulent. You couldn't see Larry Reed was out here being manipulative, gaslighting, targeting, but all of a sudden you can see it in Yusuf preying upon the people because he has a look. What does that mean? And I think that's very dangerous because conscious TV is a part of the LGBTQ. Am I not correct? So are you saying that gay people are predators? I don't know. It was just weird. And I feel like because he has a very large female consumer base, putting that type of information out leads to the continuance of the nuances of, oh, the Me Tooers tend to be this demographic. And that's not true. And again, I'm not defending Yusuf. I'm just simply saying I have to see the receipts. All we got was his mugshot, what they have him in there for. We have nothing else. They haven't put no details. They haven't put how he got caught, nothing for me to draw a conclusion on what really happened.
You know what? I'm so glad that you brought that up, because it's like I want to see the police report. I want to see the court records, even when he went to court the first time. Like, I want to see the documents, so when I am able to speak out, then I can speak with facts. But right now, it's still up in the air. These are still allegations. We don't know where it happened, how it happened. We just know that he's been in jail since November the 10th of 2025. As far as like the records and things like that, I'm assuming that they are sealed right now, or they are beyond our access. This is fresh news to us. It was just brought to
Yes.
us. We are not going to overlook this. We're definitely just we have to stand up, because like we said, we have platforms, we're out here, we're standing up for all causes. Like we have more than one cause that we stand up for. So don't get it misconstrued, you know? But this is just something that kind of hit us like an airbag, you know? And I want to bring up the fact that conscious TV is
Wait.
very
Queen Tulsa, wait. Somebody in the chat said, what was the charges?
okay. The charges were, let me go ahead and bring them up. Let me go ahead and bring them up. Let me pull up my email right quick.
And see, we have been sent these things. People have been piecemealing things. So everybody who's, no, I wouldn't say everybody, but everybody in a sense who has worked closely with Yusuf, watched his content, modded for him, who are creators are simply issuing a statement. I feel that's the safest thing to do, especially on the principles and values we have curated in our communities for ourselves in this creative space. I just think it's disingenuous to see something and not say it, but I see and say things all the time about everything else. Somebody would have pulled my card or changed the narrative or something. It that's just how it goes down in the social media world.
Exactly. So, the reasons for his bookings were enticing a child for indecent purposes. And the date of the booking was 11/10/2025. So, like I said, we're not the judge nor the jury. This is someone that we work close with. This was somebody that, um, Couture Bae, I'm just going to say it. He had a bad breakup. And I'm not really sure if that was, I just noticed that that breakup took a big toll on him. Um,
Yes.
we know that he consumed alcohol. I mean, everybody knows that it's been out here. It's not like I'm seeing something that hasn't been seen. Um, but when I saw that mugshot, can I tell you what went through my mind when I saw the mugshot?
I mean, you might as well because I don't want people to put words in our mouths. Like, I do want to answer one of the questions though. We
Okay.
don't know if he pled it out. It doesn't say that because when he have been charged, if he pled it to something, it would go from jail to prison. I'm assuming. I don't think he has seen a judge yet. From
Well, I'll say this, we just have limited resources. We're just now finding out.
a
We
month
had not spoken.
later.
Yeah, this is a month later. We hadn't spoken to anybody. The story had come out in the beef sector where Yusuf is very much so welcomed by the beef sector. Lady Nika, Brianna, Pizarro. This is his stumping grounds. I mean, they really appreciate him. Actually, he was actually supposed to be judging a Christmas sweater contest. I'm not really sure if there were children involved, but let's just I don't know, but
And I want to be very clear. I see what you're saying. We're not saying the breakup is what caused him to be an alleged Pedialyte. What we're
right.
saying is the last time we all physically talked to each other, he had just, in my opinion, started to heal from that serious breakup. And I don't really want to put all his business out there, but he
Yeah.
was dating a grown man. It was not a child.
Yes.
It was
Well, because
someone.
the reason why I said that is because people are saying, oh, well, he was trying to make it out he was this lonely guy. No, he was in a relationship with a guy that was of age. And like at one point in time in our life, we dated, and sometimes things go and sometimes things fall apart, and sometimes it takes us a little bit longer than others to kind of shake back from that relationship. So that's what I was saying, like, if because I know that people were saying, oh, well, we miss his videos. Well, he was dealing with it. We spoke to him and we were encouraging him, and there was
Yes.
a brief time where we didn't hear from him, and we're like, what's going on with bro, let's because it was all about empowerment. You got to remember, Yusuf, when he had showed up in on spaces, he's got these topics and he's really deep into those topics and he really is passionate about these topics, right? And to not see him present or around and things like that, okay, I get a little break, but damn, how long is the break? And now we find out somebody breaks the story and say, hey, this happened.
Yes, and it was like ever since because I know I came to Asia, Tulsa knows I came to Asia, we had been talking about it. We were like, oh, I haven't seen Yusuf. And so I simply was just like, hey, I'm just checking on you. And then he started going live. He was doing the lives. And then out of nowhere, I didn't see him. But I just thought he was taking that time to heal. And for the record, when he broke up with his ex, he even moved out of the state he was in back to where he originally used to work and live. Like, it was like he moved from Georgia to be with somebody who he planned to marry. Like, they were going to get married. And then it just fell apart. So he literally packed his stuff up, they cut their separate ties, and he found out that the ex was already dating somebody else. Like, so he felt like it was wasted time. Those are just some of the things we don't really tell all of the details of certain stuff, but we're just giving you an insight to why this is shocking to us.
And we also wanted to give him time to go through that breakup. I mean, okay, you're going through something. We're not going to be overbearing. Like I said, we've all, and I want us all to understand, you've all been through a breakup. You know what that feels like. You know, shit, you need time to yourself. And we didn't want to be overbearing friends. We check in, but it's at your time. We know Yusuf is a grown man. He's going to hold his own. He's gonna hustle. We know was, he had his job and stuff like that. And we didn't want to like over, be overbearing, like giving him space. And the only thing that we can do now is just pray for him. We don't know exactly what happened. We're just given just the charge. We don't have the details. We don't know what happened. We don't know where he was. We don't know who he was with. We don't know nothing but what y'all know.
All we
Well,
know is the Bibb County, he's been there for a month. It got sent to me yesterday, and when it got sent to me, there was already 4 videos up. So I was like, oh my God. And so I simply just said, I'm going to address it. I know a couple other people are going to address it. They spoke to me about it. And I said, cool. Next thing you know, I get sent a picture of myself as a thumbnail, in a thumbnail with Yusuf. And I want to be very clear, I do not, and I'm going to say this, I do not agree with adults touching, conversing, anything with children in an inappropriate fashion. I've never been for that. I've always been against it. I'm somebody who is never credentialed. I will not go against my credentialing, even for someone who I called my colleague, somebody who I called my friend, somebody who prayed for me, somebody who cheered for me, somebody who I contributed my money to. A lot of people can get up here and say, oh, I've been new, I could see it, I could see it, I could see it, whoop de whoop de whoop. You don't know until you're put in that situation, and then you have to come up here and say, wow, this person who I considered close to be close to in the social media space, because that's how it looked, to be like this.
Well, may I say something right quick? Because
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is for the victim. And I think that us standing up for the victim and saying that we're disassociating ourselves with him is showing the victim that we stand with victims. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we had this relationship, but we stand with the victims. And like I said, it doesn't matter who it is. We're influencers. And so we have a broad audience where individuals are in a space right now with their families, and they're trying to figure out how to break generational curses. And what we're doing is showing you all this is what it looks like. Doesn't matter if it's somebody that you're cool with, you're close with, you've been doing it for all your damn life. You got to sever ties.
You and I feel so crazy. Tulsa feels crazy that we even have to address this because never in a million years would I be like, someone I worked so closely with is tied to something so heinous. Knowing the passion we have for people who try to meet our children at the bus stop with the lollipop, and here is this charge. I gave an honest and vulnerable take on I'm praying for him. I pray this is not true. But at the end of the day, I'm not discrediting the law. I'm not out here saying he didn't do it. I just said I haven't seen any receipts to form a real opinion except for I can't be associated with it. Tulsa can't be associated with it. If it were me, if I was the person with the mugshot, I would not want y'all to be associated with me because that puts y'all in a space where y'all are liars. You cannot say you want justice for the children, protect the kids. I stand with children, children are innocent, and then defend somebody who preys on children.
Well, it also makes me feel a certain type of way that a particular type of content creator tried to call you out, Couture Bay, when his mentor was facing some allegations with an S. And this person went around like he was a lawyer and was on everybody's platform. I mean, from uh, big names, big subscribers. Do your research. This dude was out here like just not standing up for the victim. Like, where was the outrage? Where's the outrage for the victims? Because everybody's trying to put everybody, like, throw everybody out there. But, sir, you were over there besties with an alleged individual. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a listen to Larry Reed's ex best friend and what he had to say about it.
Very, very quick video. I did not give Tasha K that text message that she has recently posted on her social media. Now, that is the screenshot from my phone. How Tasha K got it, I'm not sure. It could very well be that I've used it on my platform as proof or receipts. I go live 7 days a week most of the time. So I don't know. Knowing me, I probably posted it on there, let a nigga know I'm not playing with you. It is what it is. Point is, I don't like how this has been sculptured like it's something new when that text message was sent to me about 2 years ago. You guys know this platform is based on truth. Larry is an evil man such that we don't have to make up anything on him. Hey, everybody. I hope you all are well. This is going to be a very, very quick video. He messed with a 16-year-old. I did not give Tasha K. No, those mess with don't mean went all the way. She has did he cross the line? He absolutely did. Now that is I have not from my phone with kids. How to play on words? Tasha K got it because I'm not the age of consent. It could very well be that why America's like this. It could very well be that I've used it on my platform, and I'm speaking of his conscience because he told me 7 from his mouth to my ear most of the time. My lawyer said, so I'm not even worried about it. He was 16. I probably posted it on there, let a nigga know I'm not playing with you. It is what it is. Point is, I don't like how this has been sculptured like it's something new when that text message was sent to me about 2 years ago. You guys know this platform
Okay.
is based on
Is it still
truth.
playing for you?
Larry is an evil man.
Yeah, it's still playing.
Okay.
Okay,
So let me
stop.
go here. Okay. Let me go here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what is going on? Girl. Okay, so let me try to play this. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, I'm not really sure what's going on, but give me one moment. We're about to come on.
It's
Okay.
technical difficulties. Y'all know y'all know the name of the
Y'all know
game.
what it's giving. Y'all know what it happens to the best of us. Okay. Anyhow,
This
we'll
is
just go ahead and read the article. Red
yes.
Wine News. Shout out to Sasha K. V versus Terrell Hill. Larry Reed's ex best friend, lover, and assistant of 20 years speaks out on the child molestation allegations against Larry Reed and claims he didn't leak messages to Tasha K. Says he doesn't know how she got them. Him talking saucy like Larry has sent me. I love you, Tasha.
Hey, everybody. I hope you all are well. This is going to be a very, very quick video. I did not give Tasha K that text message. That's
Okay, here we go. Sounds like we got action. Or not. What?
I think it's listen, it happened to me earlier. Sometimes you just gotta wait for it to load a little bit. But in that clip, he that you can't hear, that was kind of muffled with the other one. He literally said that Larry Reed was accused of messing with a 16-year-old Levantre. And Levantre went on platforms like the Official Campaign. He spoke with Tasha K. Tasha K spoke with his mother. A couple other content creators, I believe, interviewed him. And then Larry Reed had Conscious TV, Armand Wiggins, and Storm Monroe defend him.
Wow. You know what? I do remember that saga. So for some reason it's given a little freeze up on our end, but you all definitely that is a reliable source. You can go to Tasha K and definitely look that up um on her Instagram. In conclusion, I just really because I had to really take some notes. These are just it's gonna be very quickly, but what I really wanted to focus on was responsibility to our audience, right? We have a responsibility as content creators, as influencers, however we showing up, right? Online. And I always want to lead with my best foot forward. Choices. We all have choices, whether we're inebriated, not inebriated, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, as content creators, I'm speaking to the content creators. We have a job, we have an image, we are a public figure. So, just as well as the celebrities, everybody's diving into their lives. We we we're just the same. Milagro Grahams, hey, we're new media. So if somebody is out here digging into your life, I mean, this is just what it's given. Not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. Just don't do malicious. Don't be stalking. We do have a content creator out here that is actually going to court on December the 18th to not. It's been a problem ever since he got here from Clubhouse. We're not going to make it about him, but since we're talking about accountability, why not add him into it? So, accountability, we all have to have some type of accountability for our platforms, our behaviors, and um, what happens. And then in the world of social media, when we're called to the carpet, when we made a mistake, how are we going to handle it? Couture Bay, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings before we um
Wrap this
maybe
up.
wrap it up? And then I was going to ask you, did you want to open up the phone lines, maybe, or the line,
Okay.
maybe for questions or anything?
Oh, I definitely feel like we can open up the lines if someone wants to ask us something because we did do the primetime mixer. I felt like that was like our small success. since this has happened, despite what people feel, because he was very passionate about blackness, women, womanhood, protecting the children, it really just goes to show you really don't know people's intentions. I'm not going to blame anything but Yusuf. Yusuf put himself in this situation. Even though we don't have the details, I don't have the receipts, so I don't want to misspeak because anything can happen, right? I feel like I don't want to be the person to overstep something. Now, I have been very vocal in my disdain for Larry Reed because the receipts show he is a predator. When the cigar blogger came out here, when what's his name that be wearing Lady
Harold Moore.
Dior? No, I know Daryl Moore, the cigar blocker, but I'm talking about the Sir William, is that his name?
Sir William. Hmm.
Sir William out here saying things and exposing all the people he wanted to expose. Just how close Larry was to him so he wouldn't get exposed. It just goes to show like the depths he was willing to go about
Well, we can't
everything.
forget Conscious TV, who is on his thumbnail. He finally had met up with Larry, and they were having a great time. And even when Larry, those allegations were going on, like I said, Conscious was over there like I mean, he was all over that story. This man is innocent. I mean, you would have thought that Conscious was there, you know? I mean,
Listen,
that's just
it
like
gave
us saying, "Oh, Yusuf didn't do it," like we were there. Like this guy was going around, running around, saying that this wasn't true, and I'm just like, no." Even though you like Larry, I get it, but we liked Yusuf, but then now we're here, and then now we're having to, you know, we know this is inappropriate. Let's have a conversation with our audience and let them know why we're disassociating ourselves, because this is not it. This
yes, and I would never be embarrassed to say
mm-mm.
I loved being around Yusuf. That's not embarrassing because that is the energy he gave to us. Now, him being a predator away from us, he will have to answer for that. Hence why I said I would like to see the receipts, not know who the victim is, none of that. I would like to see what was he doing, because so it can provide some type of clarity, because this
In
just seems
education.
out of the norm for us. I don't know him to be out on the prowl for children. It never gave that. He was always around his cousin and his man.
You know what? It's very shocking because, like I said, his man that was of age. It's like, so when you get a man, oh, it's like, baby, we got a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy that you got a man and all that. And I always like, but that's why I said the people need to put yourself in a position. You just got you a man, you all in glory. And do you really want your co-host, um folks like really trying to do work? Like your focus is on being happy. You just got into a relationship, and we never held it against them. If you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't. It was no biggie. We were gonna
It's honestly, it's out the norm, and I feel like this. Uh, if you're in the position like we're in the position, just once you find out about it, get ahead of it. You can
yeah.
wait until all the facts come out. I to say, oh, now I'm disassociating myself. Baby, nobody told me this until yesterday. I want to be very clear. We found out yesterday. I didn't find out November 10th, because if I found out November 10th, I would have told
Who would have
y'all
said?
what
Yeah.
happened. I wouldn't have been publicly shouting him out for, oh my God, he's such a great Chris. I wouldn't have done that. Like, it's not embarrassing to me. I'm not embarrassed.
Mm-mm.
I'm not somebody who is uncomfortable with the hard truths. The hard truth is he got booked for something that shows he is an inappropriate person, aka a predator. I pray it's not true, but that's simply all I can do. I'm not out here going on a press tour. You're not going on a press tour. We're
Mm-mm.
not out here trying to spin the narrative. We're not deflecting, gaslighting, or manipulating people to believe us either. What we said was, I find it funny people are anti-predators when they over there loving on predators,
That part.
pedestalizing predators. So weird.
All right. So we didn't have anybody call in. I guess I could drop the link. If you guys want to hit the link and maybe come up, sound off. If you have maybe words for maybe understanding, encouragement to us as content creators, or maybe if you want to sound off on the story of Yusuf being arrested. He was arrested on November the 10th of 2025 for some egregious charges, and Couture Bay and I are here to speak out. We have disassociated ourselves, and we have brands to protect, and our brands does not consume what's going on. And so we owe you guys this. So this is for the
Yes.
survivor. This is for everybody to know where we're coming from, and the decisions that we're making and why we're making them.
Yes, and if someone is going through this currently, report them. Y'all know
Please.
my favorite thing. It doesn't get better with time, but people will believe you the sooner you tell. People will not believe you the sooner you tell. So you might as well tell them now. Don't wait. Don't harbor that secret. Do not be the safety net for someone who's causing you harm. We don't stand for that. We have always been pro telling them people.
Yeah. All right. So this concludes our broadcast. Sis, no one called in. I wanted this to just be an informative, this is news to us, and this is how we're handling it. And going forward, just look for the commentary that we have in store for our platforms. We don't want to disregard a story because it's our friend. We are very transparent, we're unbiased, and sometimes we end up in the news. And so it just comes with the industry that we're in, and we're just teaching the new media because we're rolling like legacy media. That's the difference. We're rolling like legacy media with our morals and values and professionalism. But we definitely want to thank you all. Couture Bay, thank you for also speaking up as a black woman, and supporting. Like I said, um it's always black women being dragged for what they don't do. And so I'm here to, give you your flowers for what you do. Okay.
And I want to thank you as well because I know it's hard being a part of a community where you are labeled a certain thing and then somebody with such a loud voice is actually accused of these things. Thank you for standing up. And to the people in the chat, yes, these are accusations, but y'all know how YouTube is. It doesn't matter if it's accusations. Yusuf had a lot of enemies. So just like with the Wiley situation, people are going to put him in the spin cycle. They can't wait, baby. They're gearing up. They're talking about it. They're putting it out there. They're sharing the information. A lot of people bought his spices, bought his recipes, bought his merch, supported him, and it's just so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Nobody wakes up and thinks, hey, somebody I'm cool with is going to be a predator or
Exactly.
something. And again, these are all alleged. He could come out and beat the case. I
Right.
don't know. I mean, we've seen it happen. And I'm like, it just makes it awkward. But for the
Well,
meantime, while he's in jail, we're disassociating. All we can send is prayers.
mhm. And we also have survivors that are out here. And like you said earlier, there are victims. And we want to let you know it's okay to stand up. And if you have to reach out to any one of us, like to bring it to light, we're here. We're always going to stand for the victim, whether if it's popular or not. We just want to change. We want to break those chains. Let's talk. Let's tell our truth. And that's your story. And we want people to be safe. At the end of the day, it's all about safety. Um, and you guys need to really be safe. It's the holidays. Y'all know how people get during the holidays. So we don't want to like be drowned out or be in sorrow and things like that. We pray for the victim. We are standing up for the victim. Yusuf is going to go before the courts and he's going to go through his due process, and we'll be here to report on it.
Yes, and once again, I'm all about evidence. Hence why I said allege, because we don't know what transpired. Hence why our statements earlier may have came off as, I didn't see that in him, because I didn't know.
Right.
Like, this is our friend. This is somebody we worked with, we laughed with, we joked with, we did panel shows with. It it's so unearthing. Like, these allegations are so serious. It's just the disassociation has to happen, because let's say he is found guilty and there is proof he did these things. Then what?
Right.
Y'all would say we didn't do our part and we were out here being apologists of some sort.
Mhm.
So it's just best to keep our distance in a situation like this. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. Queen Tulsa does as well. But
Mhm.
we can't just align ourselves, our brands, our future endeavors with anything that is of any Me Too umbrella.
Umbrella. Yeah. And a lot of people are scared to touch it, but we weren't. And so we're just brave individuals that are out here. Like I said, new media, we move like legacy media. And so this is what we're doing. Couture Bay, I know you are across the world. I want to thank you for taking out the time, girl. And, like I said, this is heartbreaking. And it's also, sometimes you just got to make those uncomfortable decisions. And so this is what we're leaning with. And we have each other, and you guys look forward to the primetime mixer. We are definitely back 2026. And so,
Yes.
Couture Bay, please let the people know where they can follow you. And yeah.
You can follow me at Couture. Thank you again. We just wanted to be transparent. I know there's some trolls in the chat tonight that want to cause controversy. The old me would have went off, but I'm living in my purpose. I told y'all I'm walking in alignment. Nobody can trick me out my spot. You can't aggravate me to soothe your demons because you're looking for a knife fight. And on that note, thank you, Queen Tulsa, for having me. Thank you to the Bay Squad for tuning in. Thank you, Queen. I'm so appreciative.
Absolutely. And shout out to the base squad. Thank you, Bree. All right, now listen here, guys. Shout out to the Royals, everybody that had come through, our Royal members. Thank you for the memberships. I didn't go through the comments because I really wanted to just kind of keep my focus on what I wanted to talk about, and I didn't want to get distracted. So if I missed you in the comments, it's nothing personal. I just want to let our message get out and not be distracted, and really keep the message on standing up, protecting, accountability, choices, and things of that nature. So we're actually going to head out of here. Thank you all so much. We'll see you in the next podcast. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa. My co-host, Couture Bay. Guys, make sure you check her out. Shout out to Bay Squad for coming through. Y'all was over here making it clap in the chat. Okay. I love you all and have a great evening on purpose.
Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I go. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Just in cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. But my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.
Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle.
Tulsa,
thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
I'm the queen of YouTube.